What if poverty isn't a lack of money, but a lack of connection? A disconnection from a part of your own mind so powerful, its slumber has defined every struggle you've ever faced. You have been taught to fight for scraps in the outside world, to chase wealth to earn it. What a terrible lie. Wealth is never chased. It is received. And in the center of your brain sits the receiver, a divine antenna that has been systematically shut down. By the end of this video, you will understand why, and you will be given the tools to turn it back on. This is not another motivational talk. This is your awakening. You are not poor. Let that sink into your consciousness, not as a hollow affirmation, but as a fundamental truth you have forgotten. Society has sold you a lie, a masterfully crafted illusion that your bank account is a reflection of your worth, that your circumstances are the result of luck, fate, or the system. Oh, but that is a ghost story told to keep children asleep. Poverty is not an external condition. It is an internal state. It is a failure of imagination, a slumber of a very specific and infinitely powerful part of your mind. You are not lacking resources. You are simply not accessing the source. This is the great secret. You have been looking outside, fighting shadows on the wall, when the entire treasure of the universe resides within you, waiting for the one command that can awaken it from its deep sleep. The I Am within you is the only operant power, and it has been waiting for you to stop telling it you are poor and start remembering the infinite being that you already are. Deep within the architecture of your consciousness lies a room, a treasure room. It's not a metaphor. It is a tangible, energetic space in your inner world. This room holds the blueprint for everything you could ever desire: wealth, health, love, genius. It is the silent, humming engine of your reality. Most people live their entire lives as beggars, pacing outside the golden door of their own palace, completely unaware that they hold the key. They believe wealth is something to be chased, earned, or won. What a grand deception. Wealth is not chased. It is selected. It is an assumption, a state you choose to embody. Your imagination is the doorway to this room, and your feeling is the hand that turns the knob. Every titan of industry, every genius inventor, every spiritual master understood this. They did not build their empires in the outside world first. No. They entered this inner room, assumed the feeling of their wish fulfilled, and allowed the outer world to rearrange itself to match that unshakable inner state. This is why waiting for a lottery ticket is a fool's game. It is an admission of powerlessness, a prayer sent to the god of chance. You are not in the business of chance. You are in the business of creation. The mind that is truly awake does not need to win the lottery, for it becomes a lottery in itself, a perpetual generator of millionaire ideas. These are not just clever business strategies. They are divine downloads, whispers from the field of infinite intelligence. When you access this part of your brain, you stop competing for the limited slices of the world's pie. You realize you are the entire bakery. You create new pies. The assumption of wealth is not about having money. It's about having a consciousness so aligned with abundance that ideas flow to you, opportunities hunt you down, and the right people appear as if summoned by a silent call from your very being. You stop being a player in the game and become the game master, selecting the outcomes you desire. But that's only the surface. These ideas, these flashes of inspiration, are not random. They are signals, broadcasts from a higher dimension of reality where everything you want already exists. Think of your mind as a radio receiver. Most people are tuned to the frequency of static, fear, and lack. Their inner world is filled with noise, the news, the opinions of others, the ghosts of past failures. On this frequency, you can only ever pick up more evidence of what you fear. But the millionaire mind, the master's consciousness, is tuned to a different station, a clear, silent, powerful frequency. It is on this frequency that the ideas that build fortunes are broadcasted. Your work is not to create the ideas, but to clear the static from your own receiver so you can hear what is already being transmitted to you. For you. The feeling is the key. When you cultivate the feeling of wealth, you are changing your own frequency. You are tuning your dial to the station where your riches are already a reality, just waiting for you to listen in. So the first step is not to write a business plan or seek an investor. The first step is a master decision, a declaration of independence from the state of poverty consciousness. Right now, you must make a choice. You can continue to live as a victim of your circumstances, a ship tossed on the waves of the outer world. Or you can claim your birthright as the captain of your soul, the master of your fate. This decision is an act of supreme power. It is a conscious selection of a new reality. When you decide, truly decide, that you are a being of infinite abundance, you send a shockwave through the universe. The door to your inner treasure room trembles. The static in your mind begins to clear. You are not trying to become wealthy. Oh no, that is the old way. You are simply remembering that you already are. Now you must learn how to keep that door open and turn up the volume on that powerful silent frequency. The great tragedy is that you are doing this to yourself. The calcification of your divine antenna is not an accident of nature. It is the direct physical consequence of your mental diet. The number one cause, the most potent poison you feed yourself daily, is fear. Oh, it wears many masks, doesn't it? The fear of not having enough money, the fear of criticism, the fear of failure, the fear of growing old. Every time you entertain one of these thoughts, you are swallowing a dose of spiritual poison. You think a thought is harmless, a fleeting shadow in your consciousness? No. A thought is a chemical reality. A persistent fear-based thought creates stress chemistry that floods your body. It is this acidic, contracting chemistry that hardens the delicate tissues of the pineal gland. Layer by painstaking layer, your inner world of worry is literally building a stone tomb around your greatest source of power. You are blocking the very abundance you crave with the assumption of lack. Let's be very clear about this process. When you focus on a negative assumption, "I'll never have enough money," your body doesn't know you're just thinking. It believes you are under real, imminent threat. It releases cortisol and adrenaline, preparing for a fight that never comes. This chemistry is designed for short bursts, not a chronic 24/7 drip feed of anxiety. In this state of perpetual stress, your body is in survival mode, not creation mode. Blood flow is restricted, tissues contract, and your energy field shrinks. The pineal gland, being the most sensitive energetic organ, bears the brunt of this assault. The constant hormonal bath of fear literally causes it to atrophy and harden. It's like pouring concrete into a delicate flower. You have been through the unchecked habit of negative thinking, severing your own connection to the infinite. This is the ultimate act of self-sabotage, performed unconsciously day after day. Now this mental poison is made infinitely more potent by a second cause, your physical diet. If your mind is the primary battlefield, your body is the terrain upon which that battle is fought. Ultra-processed foods laden with chemical preservatives and devoid of life force lower your body's overall vibration. Excess sugar creates a state of chronic inflammation, which is the perfect breeding ground for calcification throughout your entire system. But the most insidious culprit, a true sleeper agent against your consciousness, is fluoride. This compound, often found in public water supplies and toothpaste, has a bizarre and powerful affinity for the pineal gland. It accumulates there more than in any other organ, forming calcium phosphate crystals that effectively turn your divine antenna into a useless piece of rock. You are literally ingesting the very substance that numbs your spiritual perception. This is not by accident. A population with dormant, calcified pineal glands is a population that is easy to control. They are disconnected from their inner power, from their intuition, from their ability to receive divine ideas. They become dependent on external systems for their survival, their information, and their sense of worth. They look for saviors outside themselves because they cannot hear the voice of the savior within. Fluoride in this spiritual context is a numbing agent. It helps keep you locked in the five-sense reality, obsessed with the shadows on the wall, and completely unaware of the infinite powerful world of consciousness that is your birthright. It reinforces the lie that you are just a physical body, a biological machine, destined to work, consume, and die. It is the chemical enforcement of the great slumber. But here's what they don't want you to know. This condition is not permanent. This hardening, this calcification, is reversible. The bars of your prison are of your own making, and you hold the key to dissolve them. The synergy between a poor mental diet and a poor physical diet creates a downward spiral, a feedback loop of low-frequency living. But you can interrupt that pattern. You can begin an upward spiral. You can declare war on this calcification and begin the sacred process of purifying your temple, both mental and physical. It does not require a dramatic overnight change. It requires something far more powerful. It requires a decision. A master decision to reclaim control of your mind and, by extension, your connection to infinite intelligence. And this decision is the first drop of water that can wear away the stone. This is the moment, right now, the point upon which your entire reality pivots. The calcification is not permanent. The slumber is not your destiny. It can all be reversed. But it doesn't begin with a magic pill or an ancient ritual. It begins with a single thunderous, earth-shaking internal event, a master decision. This is not a half-hearted wish or a New Year's resolution. I am talking about a declaration of war. A declaration of war against mediocrity, against fear, against the ghost life you have been living. It is the moment you rise up from the battlefield of your own mind, bloodied and bruised, and roar to the heavens, "No more!" This is the decision to take absolute unconditional control of your inner world. It is the moment the sleeping king within you awakens, and all the lesser parts of your personality, the doubter, the worrier, the victim, fall silent in awe of its presence. This is the operant power in action. When you make this master decision, you are not just thinking a new thought. You are initiating a seismic shift in your energetic signature. You are serving an eviction notice to the poverty consciousness that has been squatting in your mind. This decision is a selection. You are consciously selecting a new state of being. And the universe, which is nothing more than a perfect mirror of your consciousness, has no choice but to respond. It must begin to reflect this new powerful assumption back to you. The chemical tides in your body begin to turn. The acidic bath of fear starts to recede, replaced by the alkaline, life-affirming chemistry of courage and certainty. This decision is the first chisel strike against the hardened shell of the pineal gland. It is the first ray of dawn after a long, dark night of the soul. You stop asking the world for permission to be wealthy and start commanding your inner forces to align with the wealth that you already are. Now, this decision must be backed by action. It must be anchored in the soil of your daily life through two practical commitments. The first is your mental diet. From this moment on, you become the unwavering guard at the gate of your mind. You allow nothing to enter that does not align with your new assumption of abundance. The second, a negative thought, a worry about a bill, a fear of failure, tries to sneak in. You stop it dead in its tracks. You do not fight it. You do not argue with it. You simply withdraw your attention from it and, for just 10 seconds, you place your focus entirely on what you do desire. Feel the feeling of the bill being paid effortlessly. Feel the feeling of success. This 10-second shift is your sacred discipline. It is the mental equivalent of lifting weights. Each time you do it, your consciousness becomes stronger, and the old pathways of lack begin to wither and die from neglect. The second commitment is to your physical diet. Here we move with wisdom, not with violence. This is not about a radical, punishing cleanse that you abandon in a week. This is about making small, conscious, powerful selections, one after another. It is a gradual purification of your physical temple. Today, perhaps you swap one soda for a glass of pure water. A simple act, but it is a declaration to your body that you are choosing life, choosing clarity. Next week, you might choose to use fluoride-free toothpaste. Another small act, but a powerful statement that you are reclaiming your divine antenna from the chemical fog. These are not chores. They are acts of self-love. Each conscious choice is a prayer in motion. You are demonstrating, through your physical actions, your commitment to the master decision you made in your inner world. You are aligning your actions with your assumption. This is the path of reconnection. It is a beautiful, powerful, two-pronged approach. With your mental diet, you are starving the fear that creates the calcifying chemistry. You are cleaning the temple from the inside out. With your physical diet, you are stopping the intake of external poisons and giving your body the foundational purity it needs to heal and regenerate. This is not a struggle. It is a remembrance. You are simply removing the layers of mud and grime that have covered the perfect golden statue of your true self. The master decision is the spark. The mental and physical commitments are the fuel that turns that spark into a roaring fire of transformation. A fire that will burn away the dross, decalcify your sacred connection, and reveal the brilliant, shining light of your I Am consciousness. With your master decision made and your new commitments in place, you can now accelerate the process. You can actively assist in the purification of your divine antenna. These are not exercises. They are ancient, powerful tools for vibrational attunement. The first is called the power tone. For 3 to 5 minutes each day, you will sit in silence, close your eyes, and begin to hum. A deep, resonant sound, like the sacred syllable You must feel the vibration originating deep in your chest and rising up into your skull. This is crucial. You are not merely making a noise. You are creating a specific physical resonance within your own cranium. You are using the power of your own voice to create an internal earthquake, a gentle, healing tremor designed to literally shake loose the calcified deposits from your pineal gland. This is the inner work made manifest. Imagine that vibration. Feel it now in your imagination. It is a sonic massage for the most sacred organ in your body. This power tone shakes the crystalline dust from your antenna, breaking up the chemical prison that has kept you disconnected. With each passing day of this practice, the vibration penetrates deeper, dissolving the layers of fear and fluoride, and reawakening the dormant cells. This is a profound act of self-healing. You are using your own life force, expressed as sound, to reclaim your power. You are reminding your own body of its divine blueprint. You are telling your pineal gland, awaken. It is time. This is not a passive wish. It is an active command, a physical declaration that you are ready to receive the clear, powerful signals from the field of infinite intelligence. You are tuning your own instrument. The second tool is sunlight charging. The sun is not a burning ball of gas. It is a conscious source of life, energy, and information. During the gentle hours of sunrise or sunset, when the light is soft and golden, you will sit and face the sun with your eyes closed. For 5 to 10 minutes, you will simply allow this light to wash over your eyelids, directly over the area of your third eye. As you do, you will visualize this golden light pouring into your forehead, a liquid stream of pure life force. You see it surrounding your pineal gland, bathing it in warmth and brilliance. Visualize this light dissolving any remaining darkness, any lingering calcification, turning it to dust and washing it away. See the gland itself begin to glow, to hum with new life, to activate like a dormant star being reignited. This is not mere visualization. It is an energetic transaction. You are consciously drawing the purest spectrum of physical light into your body and directing it with your imagination, your most powerful creative tool. Sunlight carries intelligence. It carries the vibration of life itself. By absorbing it in this sacred way, you are literally feeding your pineal gland the nourishment it has been starved of. You are charging your inner battery. You are cleansing your spiritual lens with the very source of light in our solar system. This practice, combined with the power tone, creates a powerful 1-2 punch that dissolves the physical blockages while simultaneously charging your gland with a new, high-frequency energy. You are clearing the static and boosting the signal at the very same time. The result of these practices is a state of mind that few will ever experience. As the static clears, your thoughts become sharp, focused, and powerful. A diamond-like mental clarity emerges. The endless chatter of the monkey mind recedes, replaced by a profound sense of inner stillness and knowing. Your focus becomes laser-like, able to hold the assumption of your desire without wavering. It is from this state of diamond clarity and laser focus that your magnetism is born. You no longer chase opportunities. They are drawn to you as iron filings to a powerful magnet. You do not hunt for success. You become a resonant beacon for it. This is the secret of the masters. They first purified their connection to the infinite, and then simply allowed the riches of the universe to flow to them, through them, and as them. The connection was never broken. It was only sleeping. You are no longer a victim of reality. You are the source from which it springs. So the only question that matters is, what reality will you command right now? Let me know in the comments below. What is the one fear you are letting go of today? Subscribe and activate the notifications, for this is not the end. It is the beginning of your remembrance. And if you felt a shift inside you, the next video will show you how to turn that shift into an empire. Click it now and go deeper.